It's your party. We're going to decide when we had all the responses, and so far the response rate has been massive. They've been coming in at 500 a minute wanting to support and join the new party, and we're open with suggestions for names. So if you've got a good suggestion, bring it on. I want it to be something that's inclusive, effective to mobilise people and bring people in, and so we're looking at all that, but it'll be short and inclusive, and so any ideas out there, I'm ready to receive them.
How does that work? Do you have a short list of names that you're
We will
thinking of?
obviously have to run it down to a short list, and there will be a founding assembly later this year, and that will finally conclude on the name. So the name is well in place before the end of the year. At the moment, though, we want to get the message out there. This is a party about peace, about justice, about equality, and challenging the issues of child poverty in our society while we're spending much more on armaments.
And then you've announced an inaugural conference. There's some speculation that will happen in the autumn, but
Yes.
when is that? What would that look like?
That will be hopefully mid-autumn time, but we haven't fixed the date for that yet. We want obviously to take soundings from those people that are signing up on the website, but also there are many independent groups around the country that in some cases have councillors, other cases they're local political activists, broadly in the same sort of political area. They've all got to be brought on board as well. And so the idea is that we announce this today, we announce the broad framework, a lot of support's coming in, and I'm doing a lot of meetings and events all around the country over the next week or so, and then through August and September a lot more.
Just on paper, it sounds like you've launched a party, but you don't have a name. You don't know when the inaugural conference is going to be. There was some confusion over who would co-lead the party. You had Zara Sultana announce that she would with you, and then 2 days later she wouldn't. It looks a bit messy, doesn't it?
It's not messy at all. It's a totally coherent approach. It's democratic, it's grassroots, and it's open. And Zara and I have sent out this statement today, which has had a massive pickup already. The Independent Alliance of MPs have sent out a broadly similar, identical statement in support of it as well. And we will then develop from there. But the broad political principles are there, and that's the important thing, important message to get across. Listen, people have had enough out there. They're fed up with seeing cuts to their services, threats to personal independence payments, continuing child poverty, waspy women shortchanged by the government, and the only thing they can find money for is more weapons of war. The problem is that ahead of the last general election, Keir Starmer and Rachel Reeves boxed themselves in by saying they would never change any level of taxation, particularly for the richest in our society. They now have a financial problem. Not very surprising.
And you say Zara Sultana will co-lead it with you, but so far it's been your name announced. You're here doing the interview. Will she really co-lead it? What's her role in all this? Where is she today?
We're working absolutely together on this. She happens to be, as far as I know, at this moment in Coventry. I was in touch with her just a few moments ago, so it's all fine. We're working very well together, all of us.
And can you achieve on the left what Reform has done on the right? And do you see any similarities between this new party and Reform UK?
Reform only offer a message of division and blame. All they do is say that every social problem in our society is somehow or other the fault of extremely vulnerable minorities. They are a dangerously divisive force in our society. What we're offering instead is to bring people together so we collectively face the issues of poverty, the issues of bad housing, the issues of underfunded education. So we face those issues together. Reform are a road to danger, not a road to any improvement in people's lives.
And then looking ahead to next year, will you be standing candidates in the Holyrood or Senate elections next year?
We'll certainly be standing candidates in the English local authority elections next year in many places. There are already independent groups, and we'll be working with all of those, and we'll have an umbrella and a common symbol, and by then a common name, because you or somebody will have come up with the most brilliant name possible. Over Scotland and Wales, we're obviously talking to friends in Scotland and Wales. They will be deciding on their organisation. I believe in the autonomy of the nations, and so they will decide, but I'm very confident there will be an equivalent voice in Wales and an equivalent voice in Scotland.
And would you consider doing a deal with the Greens?
We will be working with the Greens where we can work with them, and obviously
on a deal?
Well, let me finish. On environmental issues, obviously agreed. I hope we can agree on international political issues and so on. I know many Greens. We work with that Green group in Parliament. We're not joining with them. We will be obviously cooperating with like-minded groups. The Independent Alliance in Parliament, only 5 of us until Zara joined us, which is now 6, over the past year, we've worked effectively and collectively with the Greens to make sure that we're voting the same way on most of the issues that come up in Parliament. And that's helped to build that alliance which prevented the huge cut in personal independence payments that the government tried to make.
And then people might think this is a rerun of a Labour Party under Jeremy Corbyn. How can you convince people that that's not the case?
Well, it's going to be a very different structure. The Labour Party is a very top-down, highly centralised party that is full of control freaks who want to control whatever goes on within the party.
But you were at the top at that time. You could change.
Yes, I did a great deal to try and change that by establishing community organisers. And during my leadership of the party, the membership went up to 600,000, the largest ever in its history. I'd be surprised if it's even a third of that figure now. They refuse to reveal what their membership is. We're not going to be a party that's controlling everybody in every aspect of what they do. What we want is the excitement of communities, what they're doing to develop and improve their own lives, their own communities. This is going to be community-led, community-based, grassroots-led. This is going to be very different, and you know what? It's going to be fun.